Tomazzi Entertainment.
What Up News?
Hello, everybody. This is D-Labs, and welcome to What Up. I'm going to be talking about several different things in this episode, and I'm going to start with Mel Gibson. Yes, the man, the big star from the 1980s and 90s, and totally fucked himself in the early 2000s. He wants to make a sequel to Passion of the Christ, and that actually sounds like a pretty cool idea. And he has Randall Wallace, who basically wrote the script for Braveheart. He's going to be writing the script for the new Passion of the Christ, or he pretty much will make it so you see what happens after the resurrection of Jesus 3 days later. And he says that, oh, there's so much more story to tell. Even though a script is being made, he has no financial backup. Nobody was like planning on making this movie. Honestly, Mel Gibson has been in a slump ever since he made those, horrible anti-Semitic remarks about, Jewish people and how they started all the wars or whatever. And honestly, it's amazing how that blew up like it did, because I feel if he would have said that shit today, I don't think, yeah, people would be like, oh my God, but I don't think people would like literally lynch the guy. Even if he does have a script and maybe he gets a finance backer, that doesn't mean the movie is going to be made. Like, literally, I could write a script about my balls being itchy. That doesn't mean it's going to get made. Mel Gibson right now is kind of like a plague. Every movie he's made has bombed. Literally in the last 7 years. And of all those movies, I didn't really like any of them. They're all weird drama movies. He was in the Expendables movie, and that was probably his best role. But the movie itself was a piece of shit. And there is a small audience that want to see biblical movies. Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ made $610 million on a $30 million budget. Yesterday, I watched a movie called Risen, and it's made by Sony, and they paid $20 million to make that movie, and it made back $42 million. And that movie is about the resurrection of Jesus Christ 3 days later. I'm not going to review it because I found it kind of boring. But still, it shows that there is a small audience that want to see stuff like that, but not with Mel Gibson behind the wheel. Sorry, Mel, you did too much to fuck yourself, and some weird reason audiences just don't want to forgive you. So tell me what you think about Mel Gibson and all that crazy shit. Him, like that video, him freaking out on his girlfriend. Like, you should have heard that video. It reminded me of Lethal Weapon. It was hilarious. But anyway, you tell me in the comments below what you think of this and yada yada. Also, in other news, do you happen to have a Twitter account? Well, I would suggest you change the password immediately, because nearly 33 million Twitter accounts, username, and passwords have apparently leaked online and it's being sold to the highest bidder. And I guess the reason that this happened is like tens of millions of people have become infected with malware because they use something like Chrome or Firefox, and it asks you, hey, do you want your password to be saved on this site? And pretty much everybody says yes. So basically, that's how they stole the information to put it all out there. I personally don't use any of those search engines, so if you do happen to have a Twitter account, change the password immediately just in case. Hey everybody, do you happen to enjoy a game called, I don't know, Call of Duty? Well, I fucking don't. And to be honest, this is kind of not really shocking news. I'm surprised this didn't happen like 3 years ago. But Call of Duty's newest game, Infinite Warfare or whatever, the pre-orders are a joke. The only pre-orders like 38,000 compared to last year, Black Ops 3, which had 450,000 at the exact same time. My dreams are finally coming true, and people are realizing the fucking Call of Duty franchise is just a repetitive money machine. They put nothing new into the franchise. I have a video talking about what I don't like about Activision, but that's more of just my hate. I honestly hate them. The last fucking good game they released was Singularity, and everything else they put no effort in. So I'm happy. I'm hoping now they slow down the franchise, maybe release one every 4 years like Grand Theft Auto, because Grand Theft Auto gives you value for your money. Call of Duty never gives you shit. They give you the same crap, and the same fucking people buy it. But now, finally, people are like, you know what? I'm tired of spending $80, $90 on the same thing. It's like buying a hockey game or a football game every year. They practically take the exact same game, they improve it by a spec, and they resell you the same regurgitated shit. And people keep buying it left, right, and center. Well, I'm happy to say I'm so glad Activision's finally losing money on these games. And yes, it probably will still sell well, but it's starting to go down. That's what I'm saying. The quality is going down. The people buying the games are starting to go down. I'm happy as shit. I really hope Activision sees that people are getting tired of this shit and change their ways just a little bit. Honestly, I consider Activision the midway of now. They try hard with games, but they fail royally every fucking time. So I'm very happy that the sales suck. I hope the game does bomb, and they take a few years off to think of a new strategy. Like, come on, Activision, get fucking real. It's a joke. You charge $80 for the game, and then you charge another $80 for the DLC, and then you do all this bullshit where you can get like become a member and pay for like special gear and special abilities, which is more money you're making. Like literally, you're bleeding the franchise completely to death. And I'm happy. Finally, people are opening their eyes. So that's another thing too. You should know, man. I don't know. Fuck Activision. But anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for listening to this video. Talked about Mel Gibson. We talked about the Twitter account thing, and we talked about Activision. So thank you for listening. If you have any comments, leave them below because I'd love to hear it and I'd love to talk back and forth about it. Please give that like button. The more likes I get, the more YouTube will share my video. That's how it works. I know I only get like 12 likes a video, but it's better than nothing. So please, and if you happen to enjoy this, subscribe. Come on, man. I'm a pretty cool dude. I bet you're a pretty cool dude. Let's fucking party together, man. All right, thanks everybody for listening. Cheers.